I'm here with a Book Club Friday video for you guys. I haven't done one since I've done the 50 Shades of Grey vlogs. Everybody seemed to really like that. Okay, well, they didn't like the book, but they liked the vlog on it. So I'm going to do another one for you guys today. And if you follow me on Twitter, and I think I've talked about it a little bit on Facebook, I'm the Nerdy Katie on both. You'll see that I've actually really fallen for this Nora Roberts series. It's the Inn at Bonsborough. I think that's how you say the city name, but I'm not 100%, but it's a Nora Roberts, it's a new trilogy by her. And I normally kind of shy away from the Nora Roberts books because they're just a little too, like, ooh, swoon, romance for me. And I just don't really care for that much romance. But for some reason, I actually picked this one up. My mom and I share a Nook account. It just works out perfect because we read a lot of the same books, so it only makes sense to, buy them once. So I was going through to see, and she had bought both of them. The first one and the second one, and I'll do a vlog on the second one as well. So I was like, what the hell, and read it. And here we go. This is the cover of it. Nora Roberts, The Next Always. And then maybe you can see there, sorry, it's kind of a glare. I'll put all the information down below and within the blog post so you can see it, and it's a synopsis of it as well. So I'm not going to go into what the book is hardcore about because you can just read all that in the synopsis below. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on the book. And I loved this book. It was such a cute book. It really was. And I couldn't wait for the second one. When I finished the second one, I went ahead and pre-ordered the third one that's not even coming out until November. So I'm going to be happy and wake up to that on my Nook. And yes, I know, I did not hold up a Nook. I held up a Kindle Fire. But I downloaded the Nook app on my Kindle Fire since my Nook is now dead. Okay, anyway. The books are adorable. It really gets you in the beginning because the main character, her husband has passed away in the war. She's got, 3 kids, and she's left a single mom, a pregnant single mom at that. Her husband that passed away in the war didn't even know that she was pregnant yet. She didn't have a chance to tell him, and it just really pulls at your heartstrings. And then you've got the male main character, who has been in love with her whole life, and they were went to high school together. She was high school sweethearts with her husband that passed away, Clint, and it was just he was always in love with her, never could do anything, and then she moved back with her kids, or with 2 kids and a pregnant widow, and it's just the town is very small town Americana, so of course they just brought her in. And now it's flash forward, I don't know how many years, because her youngest is going into kindergarten. And they're working on building this inn. My favorite character is dead. And it's not the husband. Or, I guess, widow, whatever. Anyway, it's this woman named Lizzie, who we don't know much about. And even as of the second book, we didn't know much about her. But she is a ghost that kind of ignited setting these two up. She's just a hopeless romantic herself, and it's not cheesy ghost. It's not like you think of, I'm trying to think of a cheesy ghost book, but I really can't think, with all the paranormal books that are out there these days, there's not really a whole lot with ghosts. But it's not super cheesy, super paranormal Twilight stuff. It's just she's there. They smell her because she smells like honeysuckle. And she does little tricks like leaving doors open, and, she gets mad and she slams doors. Anyway, she kind of set these two, set the romance in motion between these two. And she even goes and saves the main character's life, basically, at one point. I don't want to go into it too much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I normally don't care about spoilers. I'm whatever, here's some spoilers for you. But these books are so good, and I do think that it is kind of tied in with another one of the series in a way. I think Nora Roberts has a Scottish series, I can't remember, Mick. I know, that describes like every Scottish person ever. But if you read Nora Roberts, you probably know what I'm talking about, because one of the other characters, and she actually becomes a main character in the second book, she has that same last name. They just don't say it a whole lot. They refer to her as Red a lot in the second books. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself into the second ones already. But the books are funny, that you will laugh. You will get upset along with the characters. You really feel like you're part of this small town when you're reading the books. And you get a very good visual. She has a map in the front, so you know, because they mention all the same stuff. You know, the main character owns a bookstore. Her best friend owns the pizzeria. And then the guy that she's dating, his whole family's building this inn. You know, the inn. And when it gets into decorating the inn and how they're going to decorate it, because I'm a sucker for like home decor stuff, and it's just Nora Roberts paints such a great picture of it all that you really see it in your mind's eye. So I definitely recommend this book. I recommend the second one as well. When you buy this one, just go ahead and buy the second one, because you're going to want to jump right into it. If you're one of those people that does not like to wait, you might want to wait until November to read these two. That way you can read all three of them back to back to back. A little part of me wishes I would have waited to do that, but I know come November, when this book comes out, I will be buying or rereading them all again. So there you go. My thoughts on The Next Always. Da da da. And stay tuned for my thoughts on the follow-up book as well. You can't really see that there. Sorry. Be sure to link up with Heather and I, Blonde Undercover Blonde. That way we can see what you're reading this week. And here in a couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a wrap-up post on all the books I read this month. And also stay tuned, because we're going to be doing the big book swap reveals. So if you didn't get a chance to do the book swap this past time that we did it, we announced it a few weeks ago, and it was actually one of like the biggest ones we've had. We'll probably be doing it again in a couple months. It's not something we want to do every month, but it's something we'll probably do like every 3 or 4 months. So I'll probably do one closer to back to school time and all that, because you know you'll have tons of time to read if you're in school or have kids in school, of course. Anyway, have a great weekend. Bye.